Yes, my name is David Arnold. For this presentation, I'm gonna focus on the over commercialization of hip hop. There's plenty of negative effects on the youth due to the over violent, hypersexual, self-destructive content that's created only for profit by the major labels through today's current hip hop artists. Back before in the 80s and 90s, hip hop artists were more focused on the integrity of the lyrics, spreading sincere messages from the unheard urban youth. There was a balance between negative and positive for the listeners to choose from, and we have now completely lost that balance. For the sake of profit, of course. I guess that makes it okay, right? So, um, going further into it, we can see this every day through TV, radio, internet radio. Hip hop was started in the early 70s, 1973, by DJ Kool Herc in the Bronx, in New York City. It was to celebrate life, and the neighborhood would come out and he would spin records, which led to the other elements. The over commercialization of hip hop really started in the 1986, where one of the highest paid known rap groups, Run DMC, signed to an endorsement deal with Adidas. Um, if we don't raise awareness of the over commercialization of hip hop, the future generations will be even more susceptible to the negative behaviors and lifestyles that are spread through the music for the sake of profit. Um, all the elements of hip hop include b-boying, DJing, MCing, graffiti art. This helped people in the community to spread news ideas over the last 30 years. And since 1987, I was tuned into the underground hip hop stations where you can hear all the aspects of our community, from the terrifying to the most abstract expressions of love and hopefulness. So, how do we save hip hop? The over commercialization of hip hop can be stopped through campaigns for high schools and colleges, and a little bit of help from social media would definitely help because we can reach more people. Hip hop was used as an outlet and a vehicle for teenagers to express themselves who really didn't have as many options. And I can definitely relate to that growing up here in Chicago. And of course, it's being exploited. And again, the urban youth need it because it helps and it reaches the most at risk because it was out there in the streets with the people. So those are the people it would benefit the most if we can help create some balance. I grew up in Chicago on the south side among the 90s. The hip hop culture was very important, so it gave me something to focus on as opposed to being outside in the street, participating in the things that go on out in the street. When I was 11 years old, I heard a group called A Tribe Called Quest on this song called Excursions, and it gave us some forward-thinking, authentic expressions that I could relate to about the things that I seen going on around me. Hip hop was used as an outlet, a vehicle for teenagers to express themselves about what was going on in their environment. Now it's just used for a tool for profit, and it's pretty sad. So, as an example, Nas and another hip hop superstar, Common, they're worth 30+ million, but they were able to maintain messages and stray away from appeasing customers by overly commercialized hip hop. I started my career as a rapper and a producer, and we were focused more on the lyrical talents. These things helped me keep my mind focused on music and away from the chaos that was going on outside of my door. A valued art form, the over commercialization of hip hop, it lost all its authentic expressions. We're all not balling out of control and doing, dating all the models. So it lost that part. According to Innovate.com, the hip hop industry cannot prosper if you have people with no integrity flooding the market with music that has no real meaning. That's basically what I'm getting at overall. The genre today don't reflect emotion towards thinking forward, or sending any other messages other than, over glorification and things that deal more with the ego. What can we do to save hip hop? We can use social media, and create a community that helps support artists that are actually trying to do something different and push us forward, and create a community surrounding that. In my conclusion, we need to raise awareness about the the commercialization of hip hop, by informing people, and it's a great tool to empower people, empower the teenagers, as opposed to going forward with profit. If we don't raise awareness, the over commercialization of hip hop again will make our youth more susceptible to negative behaviors and lifestyles that has been spread throughout the music. My hopes for hip hop are that using social media, creating a subculture that fights against the new culture of profit, and I hope this create more awareness within the communities and change. And my name is David Arnold, and that was my presentation. Thank you.